and welcome to Hashi Design. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that's not exactly so positive and a bit negative actually, but I thought I should give you the whole picture rather than just all the positive parts about working and living in Japan. Whilst working here, I have actually come across a lot of cases of racism and sexism and sexism and any ism that you can think of. I've basically went through it in many different workplaces here. I would like to say that people don't mean it, but sometimes they do. So, and I'd like to blame it on culture, but it's kind of hard to think about it from coming from a different country where things like that are not acceptable. But in Japan, you will come across racism or sexism or sexism at some point of being here, and that is kind of a very sad thing to happen, really. In my case, sexism and having a different body shape is my main cause of agony here, really. I was told previously by a former boss and also by many co-workers that if I lost 20 kilograms I would look beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about this whole image of body image, this whole concept of body image and how we should be boasting people's confidences, whereas people in the workplace will be like, hey, yeah, you know what, if you lose 20 kilograms you look really beautiful. It's like, thank you, can you please not tell me that? But whilst working here, I think that one of the main things that you need to have working in Japan is thick skin, or just the ability, your own confidence in yourself, because people are just going to look at you from the outside. They're not going to look at you and think, hey, like, she can speak Japanese. They don't know that you can speak Japanese. They don't know what you can do. They're just going to look at you from the outside. Nobody can see right into your heart or into your mind or what you're actually about. So a lot of people are used to just speaking their mind about people in the street because they don't think that people can speak, that person can speak Japanese. If it's a Japanese person or an Asian looking person, then usually they don't really say anything in Japanese about that person. But if it's someone that looks kind of foreign, a lot of people will just say, oh, look at that girl, she has a big ass. And it's kind of, it's very depressing actually, just to walk down the street and be told, hey, look, she's so tall, wow. I'm not actually that tall, I'm only 174 centimeters, but I'll get told that every day. It's like, oh, dekai, 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 which means big. But yeah, just to let you know that there is a lot of minuses about working here, but if you have a thick skin and you can just kind of like go through it, then you will be absolutely fine. However, in my workplace just now, my design workplace, which is a bit annoying, we actually get graded on our performance and how we're doing at work, and they've just introduced the are you overweight or underweight performance review. So a really sad thing is some companies actually do grade your performance on your weight. And I don't think this has anything to do with my ability to do my job, but if I don't have a healthy BMI between 18 and 25, and it's not even properly measured, it is a case of my weight versus my height divided by 2. That doesn't even count for muscle or anything like that. I will actually not get a very good review on my health side of my work performance. So there are some companies that do that, and I wasn't thinking my company would do that, and now they have, so it's making me rethink how my life is going to pan out here. I have heard of other companies that have a tape measure that actually, if your belly is over, I think it's 80 centimeters, if your belly button is larger than 80 centimeters, then they will mine it, they'll take money off of your pay. But this isn't graphic design companies, this is just like big companies, and a lot of companies do all the sort of radio exercises in the mornings and stuff, and that's to promote healthy living and such in Japan. But really guys, wait, I don't think so. That's kind of a breaker point, especially for people from the UK, because if a boss told me back at home, hey, I'm gonna dock your pay because you're fat, that would be straight to the lawyer there to actually sort that out. But yeah, that happened at work with me recently, which is a bit sad, I think. But there is a huge thing on body image, racism. There's also, because I'm white or Caucasian, I like to use that word, people will just automatically assume that I don't speak Japanese and I can't do my job. So the amount of times that I've not actually been to go see a client because that client might think that I can't do my job there's been quite a lot of them. So I really do encourage you to have thick skin when you come here, or if you just want to try things. I think if you're positive about it, you have thick skin, you do yoga to chill out a wee bit, and you basically just enjoy life and try not to think about it too much, then I think that you'll get on well here. But there is this thing of, if you feel bad about a comment somebody's made, people don't usually comment on it or bring it up again, they just let it slide. And to get yourself into no trouble, I would say please just let it slide. But I'm trying to work through my own problems just now, especially with this weight thing, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna change my weight because my boss tells me to, because it will affect my pay. That's just not gonna happen. That's not the way I work. I change my body because I want to change my body. I will not change it for a job. But yeah, things like that will come up in your life here, and has come up in mine quite a lot. So yeah, sorry to be on the negative, but if you have a good attitude and you feel that you can what's the word? If you can grow a thick skin and just kind of like either ignore or deal with these problems, then you'll be absolutely fine. But I'd like to say it's just a different culture, but I feel like I'm making excuses. But yeah, if you have the thick skin, you'll be absolutely fine. Please let me know what you think about these topics in the comments. I really like your advice and what you would do in these situations. But in my situation, I'm just gonna think about my future a little bit more seriously now. But yeah, if you liked the video, which you might not actually, I'm probably gonna get some down comments on some downs on this, some thumbs down on this one, but give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next week.